All right, so I want to read a quick quote. I'm going back to remember who you are. That scene in Black Panther, T'Challa and M'Baku, was it M'Baku, was fighting. So I want to just go back to remember who you are. And I want to read this poem, one of my favorite poems. It says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and you playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our light, our own light shine, we unconditionally give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And this is the perfect poem just to remind you of who you are in the Lord. You're image bearers. You're made in the image of Yeshua. You were with him before there was even, he created the earth. He had you in his mind or on his mind before there was he created or formed the earth. And so just want to kind of just stop by to remind you once again that when you seem to be faced with tests and different things, distractions, to just pause and remember who you are. You are royalty. You are wanted, you are needed, you are seen, you are heard, you are part of the royal family. You are beautiful, created in his image, image bearers, as I just said a minute ago. And so just want to encourage you all and leave you all with that once again, that when the Lord created you, that he had something in mind, because once again, he created you because there's something in you that he needs to release here on this earth. So you be encouraged and lift your head up, square your shoulders, and just remember who you are. You are from God, created in his image. You are a light. Be that light. All right. And I want to just say something before I get off. And I don't know why I was thinking about this and kind of laughing about it. I told mom about it when we spent some time over the weekend. And I was like, remember that song, This Little Light of Mine? I'm going to let it shine. I was just like, that is, he didn't say, call us a little light. We are the light. Jesus was the light, is the light when he was on the earth. And now we are here on this earth and we're called to be that light. And so be the light. Don't dull your light for anyone. Be who the Lord has called you to be. And I'm going to share something. It's supposed to be a really quick thing right here, but I was at a conference over the weekend. I was asked to do an annual event for the young ladies, sister to sister glow conference for some young ladies. There are beautiful 17, 18-year-old girls that are juniors in high school. And let me just say one thing. When I saw their faces, I'm like, God, I wish this was available when I was in high school. And it might have been, I just didn't know that, but I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to pour into these girls. But I want to say one of the things that were some of the takeaways that after the event was over and the girls were at lunch, they had like a breakout session, kind of asking them, okay, so what did you think about the workshop, about the facilitator? And some of the takeaways that I heard were said was she was so inviting. They felt encouraged to know that they could be anything, that their voice matters, because I spoke on the power of your voice, using your authentic voice, that they can use their voice to not to be afraid and to not shrink back. Another person said they enjoyed that we did voice boards or vision boards. So that was one of the other things that they liked. But I also want to say something. I experienced two other things while I was at that conference. Before we got started, I always pray in the rooms, of course. I pray in the room and ask Holy Spirit to just fill the place, to just have his way. And before we got started, I think she was also a facilitator. She came by and she was like, she just came in the room. She was standing at the door for a while. I said, hey, how are you? She said, can I just come in? I said, sure, come on in. And she came into the room and she said, I just wanted to say hi. Didn't want anything, just want to kind of just come in and say hi to you. And I said, hey, well, how are you? We spoke briefly and then she said, okay, I guess I'll see you. And she left out the room. That was it. And then at wrap-up time, when everything was done, I had 4 sessions that I had to do. I had to teach 4 classes. And in the last class, after they left, we were cleaning up. My girlfriend and I, Rose, were cleaning up. And one of the ladies that was, I guess, one of the volunteers, she's one of the counselors there, social workers there. She worked there. She was kind of cleaning up and coming by to see if we needed anything. And she came by, she says, it's just something about your room. She said, I've been to all the other rooms with, how the facilitators have their room set. She said, but your room is just different. I don't know what it is. She said, I think it's like this. I'm going to call your room the Zen room. And I smiled. I said, okay, you can call it the Zen room. That's what she said. It's just so peaceful. It's just something about it. It keeps drawing me. It keeps drawing me in. And when she left, I looked at my girlfriend. I said, honey, that's the weight of God's glory. That's the Holy Spirit. I said, because I prayed in that room for God to be glorified, for his presence to be released in that room. And then I had some frequency, some worship going, and the kids didn't know what hit them. And so when she came in and kept on saying, it's just something, I'm being pulled to your room. What she didn't know is that that was just the presence of the Lord. It was just his love that was just drawing her. And that is who you all are called to be. You don't have to say much, because I didn't say anything to her. They just came in the room, those two ladies. And so once again, you're not meant to dull your light for anyone or for anything, but you are created to make manifest God's glory on this earth. So you all be blessed. And once again, remember who you are. Shalom. And thank you once again for stopping by for a quick few minutes with Coach. All right. Bye-bye.